How are you, ladies and gents? Today we are going to do a tutorial on scripting with SexLab and connecting it to dialogue. Before we get started though, let me make a quick disclaimer. I know there are some people that are like, oh my god, sex in a video game is nasty. Yeah, I know. Listen, first of all, I don't know why you're here watching this video then, if you're one of those people. Secondly, sex is not illegal. Fucking murder is, and it's in all video games, so stop the hypocrisy. Get mad because I called you on it, leave a dislike on the video, and go pet one of your 7 cats. Now, let's get started. First of all, when you load up the creation kit, you're going to need SexLab ESM to use this. Second, your creation kit, if you haven't set it up to script with SKSE, you're going to need to, and there are many tutorials on doing that, and I'm not covering that in this video. So let's start with the prefix we always use, ZZZ. We're going to call this handle animations because this is going to handle them. We don't need a priority, we don't need a name, we don't need a type. Remove start game enabled. We don't need an event, none of that. We're going to need quest stage 0, quest stage 10. On 0, so when you do start the quest, which there are other tutorials I made showing you how to do that. I'm not covering that either. Close it so we get all the tabs. Save it, and we'll call it CZZ tutorial. If I could spell, right? Animations. So this, starting here, we're going to put back in our prefix, ZZZ, and we're going to come back in and we're going to go right to player dialogue. Right click, we're going to a new one, we're going to call this Cowgirl. So the reason I'm calling it that is because this is the animation of the column. I'm going to Cowgirl picture. You know what I'm referring to. And we'll let it go to topic. Now here we're going to act like it's coming to the end. This is what it said. So if the PC, which is the picture in this one, would just say climb on. And to keep it simple, the response from the NPC, we'll just put undresses. There we go. So we're going to hit here. We're going to want to hit goodbye on this one. We're going to put a semicolon in and put it animate. It doesn't matter what you put. We're just getting this going. So compile this. We'll bring this up over here. Advance. Then rename the script to ZZZ. Cowgirl picture. Yeah, right? There we go. Simple. We're going to want to close this out. You notice it pauses when you hit OK. Now that is because it's adding the files into the script folders. This is why you need to do this to add properties. Let's save our progress. Let's open it back up. Now, I created a notepad with the scripts we're going to use, and I will leave these in the description. So this one's not going to be here because I'm going to show that in the advanced ones, how to add it to like a prostitution type of sex. We'll worry about that later. Right now, we need this line right here. SexLab Framework Property SexLab Auto. So we're going to right click into here, edit the source, go down to the very bottom, hit enter a couple times, and paste this in. And then save your progress. Now, towards the end of the video, watch the whole thing if you want to learn how to change the script to what animation you want to play. I will go over that. Right now, we're just going to put this together really quick. So that, close it out. Now we're going to open back up and edit the properties. Now you want to go here, edit value, and the only option is going to be the framework. So click that and OK. Now we're going to want the picture animation, which I have labeled above. Copy it here. Paste it into here and compile it. You shouldn't have any errors if you've done everything properly. Now I'm going to show you here. It shows you, actors are going to be the speaker and the player. And everything else, I'll explain in a bit why that's all here. So if we hit OK, we've closed this out. Now, so right now, if we went into the game, every single NPC in the game is going to have climb on, and it's going to lead to undresses to Cowgirl. We don't want that. We want this to be linked through dialogue. So we're going to change top level to normal here. So it's not going to show up unless we link to it. So I like to do this for a couple reasons. You can make a thread And the thread will have all the different animations and choices. Then you type in a small script to start that thread when it's called upon. The reason I don't like that is because you end up using more papyrus fragments every time you want sex to start. With this, we can lead it. I can put a personal dialogue in for every single NPC in the game and lead to this script if I want to. If I wanted to add different ones, I could put ZZZ doggy style, ZZZ hand job, and make all these different ones lead to something. And so you put 10 to 15 scripts in and you can make everything lead to this. This is why I called it handled animations. But for this, we're going to add, I'll show you how to make this personal. So let's say we're going to go to, let's put in Janesa. Actually, one of my favorite followers. Just because I think dark elves are hot. Hey, judge me if you want. Don't give a shit. So here, we're going to leave this top level because we want it to show up, but we will add some conditions. So then you could use her name in this one. Jasa, you look stressed. Then we put her response in. If we put in, I want to ride you. Do you like dark elves? So we put a question mark. I mean, this is just to put something in there, right? I don't know why I capitalize all that, but we don't want to put goodbye, but this is going to be a response. But right now, this still shows up on every NPC in the game, so we need to add a condition, not duplicate, condition. Get his ID. I think Janace's is Hirelin something, yeah, with a name on it. So this is going to be hers here. Now, let's say we didn't want this to repeat. We only wanted it, let's say, once every 8 hours. So we changed that to 8 hours. And everything's fine right here. So now she can only say it once every 8 hours, but it still isn't leading into our Cowgirl. This is where we go here, we add a link, and we change this to picture. So now, once she says this, it'll give me that option to climb on and go from there. No more scripts added in this dialogue. Just that same one script. You could do this to every single NPC. So no goodbyes or any of that here because that's going to happen over here. No scripts. Done. You obviously need to start this quest because a quest isn't just going to happen. You won't see the dialogue till the quest starts, and I already have a short tutorial on how to do that. So now that this is done, I'm going to show you over here in these different, these are the pictures. So you see catcher, that means the player would be the one riding. All we did is switch akSpeaker, and Game.GetPlayer. Game.GetPlayer is 0 now, speaker is 1. If you wanted to change what animation, let's say you wanted it, I don't know, doggy style, hand job, or foot job, or whatever it is, you just change that where it says Cowgirl. This is for suppressing. This is in here, so like fisting animations or animations you don't like because there'll be multiple tags on the animations. If there's certain ones you don't want it to pick, you choose that and it won't choose that. Debug notification. I'll throw this in real quick just to show you. So if you wanted it to say something nasty or anything every time the animation starts, you could put this here and put, you see the lust in her eyes. So every time this animation starts, that's what it's going to play up in the left-hand corner. So that is the basics of it, guys. There isn't no big secret to it. I'm not sure why no one's done a YouTube video on this before. Maybe YouTube won't even let this up. We'll find out soon, won't we? I hope this helped out, guys. Leave a like on the video if it did. Have a great day.